How are you doing this fine evening? I hope you're doing well, and if you're wondering, I'm doing well as well. Today we're going to look at bold.new because I see a lot of YouTube videos about how you can use AI to vibe code certain things. And I was wondering, how easy is it really to create a nice looking application using bold.new in this case? Because we could try it out for free last month, and I signed up with the coupon code last minute, so we have some time to figure it out and to see if everything's working. As always, I have to hook up the chat to my application and then everything should work. So one moment please, and let's see if everything's working. And look at that. Hello world, and we can see it there, and if we press here, there's a message on the other side. Oh damn, I make it difficult for myself. But yeah, seeing so many things about vibe coding, and we're of course into page builders and that sort of things, but I'm also very curious what the hip new tag is all about. I mean, here's something about AI developers and a lot of the other things. Oxygen builder, ooh, first thoughts, see sharing. Some D&D shit. And yeah, all right, I guess my my YouTube homepage isn't really reflecting what I used to look at, but it is what it is. So today I wanted to check out bold.new, is this website, and just wanted to see and experience how things look and work. I never worked with it before. I do have a Figma file that I would like to create. So let's see if we can make it the way we want to have it. And let's start off with the first section, which is our hero section right here. It says that it accepts Figma files. So I guess it is just a screenshot that it is accepting. So let's create a screenshot of the section and then paste it in there and see if the AI can remake it. Oh, we have to we can test it out. Of course you will not see any login credentials for me. Oh, that was easy, just one click of a button and it is connected. It's, by the way, very, very hot in here, so I'm sweating like a lot. I couldn't come up with the other name, what it's called. Let's copy that, paste it in right here, and import into Figma. So I'm using this shirt to sweep away the sweat. Today is like, what it is? 36 degrees Celsius, so it's very hot. I don't know if you can see it, but it is very warm, and sometimes it is what it's right. So let's see. We have now given the Figma file that I want it to create, and I'm wondering, it will create everything or just a bit of it. And I just pressed share and hit copy, so I hope that is enough for it to generate some code. Has anybody else tried this? I would love to know, of course. Let's see if everything is also working on YouTube itself, because I just don't trust the software yet that is always working as expected. So I'll have to double check, and while we're waiting for this to fetch, then we can do that, right? It does look like it's working, so that's nice. Hello there, internet, and people who are watching. Hello, little brother. I don't know why you didn't show up in Restream. So that's a little bit weird. I do see that there are people live, but I can't see your chat. Only when I open it. You must keep this open. I've done that. WebSocket disconnected. That can't be good. All right. I can't come hang out today, but I'll leave a lurk. Good luck. Thanks, thanks. Oh, it's really hot. My little brother already sent a message earlier today. Ooh, it's uploading the assets. I'm wondering what they will be uploading. And it's supported by Anima. I've heard about that one. If I remember correctly, it is something that allows you, to read your Figma file and then create HTML and CSS out of it. Look at that. They're just using this one. So we can save money, I guess, if we just want to use the Anima solution. Look at this. It has created a Figma file. And I guess it didn't see which one I wanted to create. So it picked one of the first ones. And I guess it wanted to recreate this one, where you have your navbar navigation at the top with a button. On the left hand side you have all your job positions, and on the right hand side you have your position that you're looking at right now. And yeah, it actually did a pretty good job, if you ask me. We can see view all, we can press in here but it doesn't do anything, and we have an example of everything that's in there. Now I do know that we can't just copy and paste this. So imported the file, you can start prompting now to add more features or to improve code. Let's see what it has created. I am assuming it is React. We have Tailwind, we have Vue, we have the source, we have all of our components. Yeah, looks like it is using Vue.js together with React. But I can't copy and paste this in anywhere, only use it here. So please rewrite it to be usable using only vanilla HTML and CSS. Let's see what will happen. Will it rewrite the full thing? And also would love to add some music, because else things can be a little bit boring, I guess. Right, let's add music, some deep house music. You know I love lo-fi, so I will putting that up here. This should be fine. Let's see if everything is working. And it's now rewriting the job listing website. It's updating an index.html. It's insane. I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but I'm sweating like there's no tomorrow. Oh, it's really insane and hot in here. I do love the simple position design it takes. Now it has created an HTML version. And let's see what happens when we have styles in there. And can we open up another bold.new, not a private mode? Let's see if we can create something else. Or import from. I am curious. Can we do it off a screenshot? If we, for instance, take this part and let AI try to remake it. Now I do think the arrows will also be added, so let's zoom in a little and see if we can do it like this. Yes, come on. And let's open this one. Recreate the image attached using vanilla. HTML and CSS. BAM method. Let's see, we need to open our picture somewhere. Let me do that off screen so you guys won't see everything that I have. Drop it like it's hot. Recreate the image attached using vanilla HTML and CSS. Using CSS BAM method. Also use what's called variables and classes. I guess that's it, right? Let's see, what does this button do? Enhance prompt. Enhance. Let's see if it zooms in. Create a pixel perfect. Whoa, all right. This is a lot more than I wrote. Create a pixel perfect recreation of the provided image using HTML and CSS. Following the specific requirements, use only vanilla HTML5, CSS3, no frameworks or preprocessors. Follow the BAM, block element modifier naming methodology for CSS classes, and implement CSS custom properties variables for colors, font size, spacing, and any recurring values. Ensure very word exact visual match with reference image. Write semantic HTML markup. Create reusable CSS components. Maintain consistent naming conventions. Use CSS variables at root level. Make the layout responsive if applicable. Add hover states. Please provide both the HTML structure and corresponding CSS code properly formatted and commented. I don't need any comments. So let's see what happens if we do 2. Ooh, there's a problem. Attempt to fix it. That's nice. They see a problem and we can just fix it. Whilst the other one is just thinking. It has 6 seconds for thoughts. It still installs dependencies. Now I really don't like that because I just want to have a plain HTML and CSS without any framework. This also includes JavaScript framework, but I guess they're built. Oh, what a music. Did you have start off with using React? I guess that's the main thing. Let's see. If everything's still working, it looks like it does. It still is looking good. By the way, if you want a place for nice looking resources, then this really is a nice resource place where you have all kinds of templates for Figma files, but also for web, and it's from Envato. So I've used that in the past for some ideas, and at work we also sometimes use it if you want something specific for a theme or something. And is not the best, not always the best setup, but you can easily change things up and have a starting point, right? You always need to do some changes, if you ask me. And this allows you to easily get started if you want to. Let's see. Ooh, it did a nice job. It added hover states this time around. Ooh, we have another problem. Let's fix it. Look at that. It has did a pretty good job with the things that I had. It added the stars even. That's something I didn't expect. The menu at top with even an icon, but instead of an icon, it uses an emoji. It tried to recreate the logo as well, and the sign up things are there. I think this part is even better than from the screenshot. Now the button looks very big compared to the other one. And let's see if we scroll downwards. Yep, here we have the alignment with the text. We have some text there and some other elements at the bottom that it couldn't really fill in, right? 2025, it tried to do its best. And for what it did, I think it did a great job. But can we just copy and paste this? Here we have our CSS, so it has done a nice job with adding those. With all the colors that are used, our font sizes. Now there's a lot of font sizes added. I don't think we need everything. I wonder which one was or wasn't used. Then we have our spacing, our border radius, shadows, and it's really hot. I'm sorry. And our heading styles, container. So this is the BEM methodology that it's using. It's using position relative for the header. I really don't know why. But looks like it is complete. And if we look at the index.html, here it added the dots. It really tried its best to create a logo. That's nice. And then we have our menu. This one is active, so it also takes into account the modifier that we need to have for each item. This is what I dislike actually about the BEM method. You have nav item, and then you have nav item active. I would say, if I would write this myself, to remove just everything and just to add active to it, and then we'll be fine. This feels like it is double. Or maybe the nav item should have a specific active class in there, so that we can omit everything except for active itself. It's nice, by the way, that you can change the HTML in here as well. Here we have some decorations, randomly placed, I can reckon. So that's awesome. Let's see. So this is a nice start. Could you paste based on the design you have made? Can you build 3 more sections using the similar design? And a footer. 8 pixel spacing, that's good. So it also knows what kind of spacing framework to use, and it's aware that this exists. It's also nice that it uses RAM, so that's awesome. Also for spacing and for shadows, pixels, decorations, added the decorations. You have hero container, badges, a lot of extra HTML. I'm too lazy to check it out right now. It's too hot right now to do that. But let's see what happens if we do that. And it looks like that this one is ready. So now we have a nice style. And it still is using React. And this is, if I remember, the big thing. Or is it? Can we just remove everything here? So now all JavaScript is gone and still works. So that's nice. It does look very the same that we have made it. And it even knows where to put a hover effect. As you can see, it puts it on the cards. And it is also friendly for keyboards. This is pretty awesome, actually. Using this style, could you create a home page for a recruitment agency. Add a recruitment agency homepage using the same style. Let's see what happens. I mean, it's free, right? So we can just try it out. Now it's updating the index HTML to add everything and styles.css to the other one, so that we can see if it is working. It does look kind of boring, to be fair. It is what you see everywhere nowadays, right? So it would be nice that you can have a start here and then use the HTML to CSS kind of thing to make it even look better. Oh, look at that. Comprehensive. So I added the new sections, even give this one a highlight, and added animations. Already transformed and created a nice looking bottom with emojis for, I don't know, Facebook, Twitter, I guess, Instagram, and LinkedIn. That's awesome. Oh, this is very nice that you can do this. Please add the About Us page using a similar design. Let's see what happens. It's just like Reno mentioned in his live stream. It feels a little bit like gambling, seeing what the output is, but also being interactive, right? Asking the AI every time to update things. And here's adding homepage styles. Nice little animation right here. Did you use JavaScript for it? No, because we removed it, right? So is there a transition? Footer. Footer styles. It is a container with the flex direction. Contact info, main. Can we search for animation? Or transition? Transition, footer links, social, legal, transition effects. So here it adds all the transition effects. That's nice that you have one place for those. Oh, I'm so freaking hot. No, I didn't mean it like that, by the way. Can we navigate to home? Doesn't look like it. Attempt to fix. Let's see how the other one's going. Still going? Adding the styles to it. It's really awesome that you can just do it and then zone out for a little bit because it's just working. Then you don't have to do much for to do much with it. You can just chill and relax. Let's see if is everything in Twitch land working as well. Can we just one-click view it, or do we need to go Twitch and X? I'd love to know. It looks like it's working. That's awesome. At least Twitch is. And for X, can we just go to my account somewhere so that we can see the live stream is working? It is working. This is awesome. And I want my chat to be open. So it's not now doing all kinds of things. It's trying to resolve a problem. The homepage is now accessible. I guess both will take its time. What else can we talk about? We can talk about Elementor v4. That would be nice, right? As well as we wait for Bold.new to finish up. Let's see. Add sites. Those two are, by the way, the new sites that I'm working on for some customers. I love doing that. They are old buddies of mine as well. At least one is an old buddy, and the other one I know via a buddy that I know from a long time ago. The funny thing is that I learned him how to create websites. So it's really funny that I got a website client from him. We don't need to reserve it. Make it temporary. Just go to Magic Login. Let's see. This should be fine. We can skip everything. Don't want to. Let's skip. Skippity skip. And let's go to themes. Doesn't it work? Themes. There we go. We want to add the hello theme. Hello. Let's activate it. And then we say hello to all the what's called promotions, like upgrade now. Really, I don't care at this point in time. Let me change and activate adding v4. I understand. Because I wanted to look at this last week, but we couldn't. Reason being that I was too lazy to do it that time because it was very late. But now we can go and explore it. It's still an alpha, which means you cannot use it on a live site. You can use it on a live site, but if you do, know the implications it has. Because an alpha version is not ready to be used on a live website. Everything can change and a lot of things can break when you update. I've learned that in the past the hard way because I used alpha versions on live sites. If you have done that, then you know the trouble you might come into, because you need to fix everything that has been broken, and that's what happened. I used a media library on Joomla. What was it called? AWD Media, I guess, from Joomla. Migrate to UMedia. Yeah, I guess it was this one. Back then it was in production, you see, in 2015. Long time ago. Another lifetime, it feels like. But it was a media sharing kind of thing, and they had an alpha version, and you could use it for free, and that's what I did. I put it on the website so that we could show media, and there were some updates, there were breaking changes, and then I needed to redo everything that I made a change to. So the CSS was changed, the HTML I changed that as well, a little bit for my liking, and then I needed to redo everything. It was very tedious, but it's what it is, right? If you're young and you want something to do, then you sometimes do those kind of things, and it's not recommended. And that's why I can really say that you shouldn't use a alpha version or a beta version for that matter on a live website. You can do it, but do know the implications. All right, let's add a flexbox. We have a nice flexbox, and a clause that I'm using currently a lot on a section like this is called section. Because by default, I want every section to have even spacing. So having a basic class called section makes sense. And then I want to add a padding to the top and bottom so that you have equal spacing everywhere. If I remember correctly, it was something like 6 rem, and I don't want it to have that on every side. And the left and right side had something like 2 rem, to rem. I even use clamp for this as well. As we can see right here, we see that it has a class of section with 2 rem. And the advantage of doing it in a class is that if you copy and paste it, it already has the same spacing. So we can see right here, if we select a class, we see that we have a spacing of 6 rem top and 6 rem bottom, and on the left and right side as well. This makes it easy if you want to have equal spacing all around, and then when you want to make a change, for instance, the 6 rem should not be 6 rem, but I want to change that to, for instance, a clamp, we can just add it like this. Would be nice if they changed it up a little bit, make the box actually a little bit bigger or something, but yeah, it's good enough. It's good enough for now for the alpha version. And this is one of my most reusable clause that I have right now. For the rest, I can live with it, but having that one by default is really time and life saving. I also have some nifty things, like I want one side to follow the content width and the other one I want to be extended to the edge. Let's see, can we do that as well in here? Layout, we have block, inline, flex, we have general, it's a div. But if we want this to be the width of the content, how do we set it up? We have width right here. But I guess because it's not a variable or something that's available right now, that we can't do this directly. Let's also look at bold.new, see what it has come up with. And wipe my face a little bit. Oh. It's hot. Damn. It's really hot. I don't know if I can go longer than an hour or something, but we can try to come over this this bit. So if we click about us, it doesn't work. So it doesn't look like it works like that. So I guess we need to click the about and then preview. Or is it added below? Nope. Add link to the about us page. Well, we can do it in code. Why ask bold and use something that we can just do ourselves? Right, we have about us. It is a div right now. We can change that to an A. We can add ref. And we can say about.html. This is what you used to do when I was tiny, when I was a little legs, that we need to do this every time. You need to copy this section right here, paste it somewhere else, replace the active state and put it somewhere else, and then match up your href or your navigation. Yeah, it's a long time ago. Let's see, there it is. We see that it's active and we can change screens. Revolutionizing agriculture through innovation. It's nice that it comes up with some nice new copy and uses some images. I don't know where the images are pulled. And as we can see, we move the active state also to about us. That's nice. And then we need to add our home section right here. So we change that this to A, this also to A, href. It would be nice that this recognizes that we want to move towards another page so that we can, instead of needing to type it in, we can just see it. Href index HTML, and it should be fine. Do we need to hit save? We're changing the index HTML. Well, that wouldn't help. We need to change it in our About Us. And this is also a way of learning HTML and CSS as well, because you can let AI set up something specific, and these tiny changes you can try and learn yourself. How do you hook up a page to a page? And as we can see right now, there we go. And see that we have two active states right here, and it's something we don't want. So what we do is remove this class. Hit save. It's nice that you can live edit and preview. This feels like an in-browser IDA. About Us. It uses the similar boxes. But it's nice that it uses similar boxes with similar effects. A small agriculture with some greens in there. Love the hover states, by the way. Those are just tiny things, but I really like it. Global impact. And here's our footer. So it has created the next page. Without us doing much, actually. We even looked at Elementor. If target ID trim. Does that mean that this one is working right now? Add the home page. Can we do the same here? I have never worked with what's it called? React. I've worked with Vue.js in the past, but never with React. I hope it does work like this, and that we don't have to take into account routing. Let's see, homepage, HTML. Hit save. And it doesn't work like that. Ah, we can change it even in here. I didn't know that. Homepage.html. I just saw a slash and was assuming that we could do it right here. Find your perfect career match. We connect talented professionals with leading companies across the Netherlands. Your next career opportunity is just one click away. It even adds the sections and the job positions that are available. Got that. And a nice job looking kind of thing. It's nice that it does this very easily, actually. And it keeps the the footer everywhere, so that's nice. Ready to take the next step. And here we have some clients that have something to say. Featured opportunities. Our services, talent acquisition. So you can just let it make the icons, the text and everything for you. That's awesome. Now I'm wondering if we copy and paste everything in Copan, doesn't work. So let's sign up, change screens for a little bit. If we want to log in, because you can't see everything. I love you guys very much, I think. But I love to share some things, but not everything. I guess this is not the correct one. Let's see, do we need to log in with the other account? It's the disadvantage of having a lot of accounts. Let's see. Your work. Yes, this is my work. And it is the right account. So we can go back to the share screen. No, I'm already logged in. And let's paste in the HTML. Now let's go back into bold. Let's go to styles. Copy everything and paste that in here as well. And there we have our fully functioning page with animations and everything. Look at that. HTML, try. It's good to know that it works like this, that you can just copy and paste everything over from HTML if you specifically say that it needs to create this. I mean, this can make wireframing and using something like Advanced Steamer, but also Edge, to just quickly create a page and then go from there, right? I mean, you can also create it in Figma and then let AI go and do these kinds of things. Really speeds up some things. Your preview will be over here. Still starting, adding dependencies. So I want to continue on this one. Well, I really love the navigation, by the way. So I will steal that one. About us. And these very subtle hover effects. They're subtle, they're simple, but I love that one. And this one to be accent colored. Charging on hold. Look at that. My phone is overheating, I guess. Yes. It will return to normal charging when it's not that hot anymore. So I'm not the only one, luckily. This is awesome, by the way. That works so easy. One thing I saw that it didn't add was the glow ray-like effect you see right here. So can we ask that? Can you glow ray effect to the hero section? Coming from the top right. Top left should be better, right? I hope it understands and knows what a cut ray effect is. I'll add a beautiful cut ray effect to add to the hero section. Yeah, creating dramatic lighting effect. We want to have dramatic. Yeah, for the other things, by the way, in Elementor, especially for the headings, I've set up something to have the global fonts, but instead of using primary, secondary, I just call them H1 and H2. So it's easy for me to recognize where the heading goes. Then we have text and accent heading, which we sometimes use, sometimes don't. And then I add H3, H4, etc., etc. Just to have basic setups ready that we can use throughout the website. And we have text normal, that's the text right there. And then sometimes we also have text large, which I add like this, or sometimes even text small. And then we'll add the custom fonts that we have right here. I always make sure that the H1 is the largest one and that we can adjust it easily. For this, I basically use the client first from Pintweed, if I remember correctly. And this allows you to create classes, and it's very documented. So you have the typography strategy, and you can look into that, what the sizing is of each heading, and how they think about adding these kinds of what's called classes. Well, I don't like to create and use those classes. Thank you, Just Morgul X Live. I hope I've pronounced your name just right. I think it's very hot. Not cool, actually, to be fair. But it's nice that it works like this. And allows you to create these kinds of classes. The disadvantage of this is an alternative to what's called the tailwind classes, and I don't like to work with tailwinds. If we are just using classes, if we are using components, I think tailwind is very good to use, but not for classes itself. But yeah, that's how I set those things up. I thought I might as well share, because sharing is caring. Then we have our global colors, which are pretty much the same, and depending on what kind of colors they have, will the designer adds, we'll add it in there as well. You can save and leave this. Yeah, this one is a clamp, by the way. Nowadays, clamp is all the hype. The top and bottom ones are usually the same, and the left and right ones I wanted to have a minimum and maximum amount of pixels, so it doesn't override that. But I don't want to worry about responsiveness, so that's why I use clamp. So it does that automatically, actually. I can't wait for them to add the variables selection. Class manager, save and continue. Let's see what we can do right here. I guess we're not allowed to, because we're using the free version. Now, I don't know if that's the case, but I just don't know that we can't see it right now. Let's see. Find match. Yeah. I think this one is nice. That looks like this, and that it has some animation effects as well. I wonder how that could be done. Is it by using some kind of JavaScript to see if something is in viewport? Visual effect. Now, am I missing something, or don't I see the God rays? Radial gradient emitting from the top left. Corner with right. I don't see it. On which page did it add it? Add the corner to update. And stunning got ray effects to the main hero section and the about section. Here's what they implemented. They used side elements and visual effects. Here's to omit. Alright. I really can't see it. Or is it just me? Let's have a look inside of the styles.css. And then hero, I guess, or got rays. Got rays effect. Look at that. Hero before. We have some radial ellipse. But it's using white. Got rays shimmer. Alright. Can we just make the... We can do it ourselves as well, right? We want all these values to be black instead of white. Oops. That's not what I want to show, my history. C255. And I'll set it to 0 for all of them. Replace all. Oh, I hope I didn't destroy the website and everything's now in dark mode. But let's find out, right? Save, preview. Looks like it did add something, right? We see very subtle movement in here. It's so subtle that you don't really see it, actually. But something is happening. Ooh. Let's see if we can make it more obvious by changing bot ray inside of our code. God 15 RGBA. Should we make this more apparent? 5 15. If this is 5, then this should be 3, should be 1. And see what happens if we change those. Oh, here we have our effect. It's not the kind of god rays I had imagined, but it added something. Alright, we're almost 50 minutes in, but I'm getting so hot right here and right now that I really don't want to continue anymore. Though I love to experiment further with ball.new. Let's see how many tokens we have left. How much did it cost us to do these kind of things? And we'll change my screen to be certain. Can I see my tokens and how much I've used? Tokens. Ah, here it is. So we have extra tokens left. We have used up not even 1 million tokens today. I hope those tokens are from today, by the way. Updated July the 20th. Our next billing. But this is for the amount of tokens that we have used today, I guess. That's not a lot. I've not used anything before, by the way. And we even have our extra tokens. So building out simple websites doesn't cost that much. It's very good to know. Then we can just try out and build some sections. And let AI do the work for us. Alright. I'm done for today. It's too hot to continue. I will see you guys on next one. And thank you for watching and joining. And thank you for your comment, Just Morgul X Live. And as always,